This is the third swarm that is issued from what I call Greg's Swarm Hive. It's a hive that lived in a swarm trap all of last year, was given to me at the end of October, still in the swarm trap. And they have swarmed now 3 times. I hope they don't swarm themselves to death. When this one gathers itself together, I'm going to put it in a newt box and keep it just to ensure that I keep these genetics. I don't like a hive that swarms all the time, but I know they're a wild hive that came from South Georgia, so I don't want to lose these bees. But they are spread all over the deck at the moment. There's one even on my arm. They're landing everywhere. Every time I go in the house, one goes in with me. So the bees have realized that the queen has landed over here, and so they are moving toward the queen. Actually, a lot of them even on the seat of the bench. They just are everywhere. This just looks like so many bees. You have to think, did they leave any in the hive? They can't quite figure out where they want to land, where they want to gather, but they're finally now making their way from the full length of the railing up to where the majority of the bees seem to be gathered. I'm not going to call anybody about this one. I think this hive has given me a message that I need to keep at least one of these swarms that have emitted from it, because it's a good bunch of bees and I don't want to lose the genetics. So I'm going to keep this one as a resource hive. So I put a nuke box under here with some old frames in it, and this swarm is just moving in. Now I've moved the top nuke box over closer so that they could go into both it and the bottom, and they appear to be doing that. It's kind of exciting to do it this way and not have to brush or do anything traumatic. So it's almost all over but the shouting. The bees are pretty much in the hive. You can see all the Nasanov signals coming up from the lower box. I've set up a hive stand to put this on, and when they're all in, which probably won't be till nighttime, they've just been a little crazy about this, but when they get all in, I'll shut them up, strap them up, and carry them 50 feet over to the place that they're going to live. A resource hive can serve as a place to get an extra frame of brood and eggs if you need it for a queenless hive, but it can also be a source of drawn comb, a source of frames that have at least been started, even if they haven't been finished. I use foundationless frames, so it helps to have some availability like that. And it can be a way to add population to a hive that's getting a little small. So a resource hive is exactly that. It's whatever kind of bee resource you might need. An ongoing living hive with a queen and brood and eggs and honey that's small is great for that.
Thanks so much for watching. Be sure and come back and watch other videos.